Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Welcome to today's presentation of Huntsville High School Hornet Baseball. It's time for the Hornets Baseball pregame show. So let's send you down to the diamond with color analyst BJ McMichael and the voice of Hornets Baseball, Collin Neill.
And a pleasant but unfortunately a bit wet evening here in Kingwood, Texas. We are here live at Kingwood Park High School, where the Huntsville Hornets will be facing off against the Kingwood Park Panthers in Game 3 of 3 of the season series. Kingwood Park taking the season series against the Huntsville Hornets last Tuesday night. Can the Huntsville Hornets find a way to salvage a win that will go a long way down the stretch as district play ends? We'll find out in just about 15 minutes. Hello, everyone. Collin, Neill. BJ McMichael unfortunately couldn't make it out again tonight, so just hopefully BJ McMichael's doing all right, tuning in on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. So, joining me once again is good old Christian Cortez. He's going to be my color analyst and my cameraman tonight. Christian, how are you doing?
Doing good. Drive down here was great. A little bit of traffic, but right here, trying to get a win, see what will come today.
Yeah, and unfortunately, folks, we don't have video currently at the moment, as we are trying to get video back up as quick as we can. But for now, we are sticking to the pregame show. Again, last time out, these two teams, it was the Hornets that had the advantage all throughout the ball game. Luke Durham was throwing one of his best games of his, not only this district play, but of his career. He threw 6 straight shutout innings. The Huntsville Hornets were able to gather up runs of their own. They were up 5-0 heading into the top of the 7th inning. And in the top of the 7th, due to small ball and just a hint of chaos, Kingwood Park Panthers were able to climb back and get 7 runs in the top of the 7th inning, and eventually go on to be the victors up there at Huntsville, Texas last Tuesday night. And Christian, those losses are really hard to come back.
Yeah, it really is, but it's like you always said, it's always hard to just get the last 3 outs, just trying to do so. Unfortunate for the Hornets in that case, but you turn around, you look what you got to figure out here. You got to work with the bunt game, as they always do here for the Panthers, and you try to fix everything to try and get a win here and prevent them from coming back anytime soon. Yeah,
I attended a couple of their practices over this past week. The last one I went to was yesterday, and for the last 30, 40 minutes or so of practice, all they worked on was bunt defense. And while bunting isn't such a big part of the game as it used to be back in the day, it's still a very effective phase of the game, or not phase of the game, just a very effective way to put runners on base and cause a bit of chaos. I mean, bunts may seem like the player is going to give up, just get out, but the Hornets were caught off guard in that 7th inning with all the small ball, but they had a lot of chances to put away the ball game, but they were unfortunately not able to. And but it seems like they're ready to put that loss behind them, get this win here. They got 4 more games left after this, and they're still not officially in the playoffs. But Christian, for all my research that I spent hours on just to make sure I was correct, they still technically have a chance to win the district. And I'm going to show you folks right over here. This right here is the 5A Region 2 District 16 standings for Texas High School Baseball. Kingwood Park Panthers are 7-3. They are on top of the district. Porter Spartans and Lufkin Panthers are tied for second at 6-4. And as you can see right there, the Huntsville Hornets are 4-6 in the 4th place spot, tied with the Nacogdoches Dragons. And then you have Dayton Broncos in last place at 3-7. What has to happen tonight, the one result that only matters tonight that hopefully goes Huntsville's way, is that Porter beats Lufkin at Lufkin, which also has first pitch right after this. And we'll get, and as the broadcast goes on, we'll get more into it. But right now, folks, tonight, the 2 results that matter, getting the win here and Porter getting the win at Lufkin. We're going to step aside for a bit. When we come back, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Justin Jennings of Huntsville Hornet Baseball. We'll have that interview when we come back in just a few moments. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, live from Kingwood, Texas, this is KSAM Sports.
Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville would like to help keep your family and friends safe and prevent the spread of viruses. They're a walk-in clinic and offer quick, efficient flu and strep treatment. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville, located at 193 I-45 South. They offer a variety of procedures, open 7 days a week. Check their website at texpressurgentcare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care Clinic near Bahama Bucks and Buffalo Wild Wings in Huntsville.
Welcome back to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Collin Neill alongside head coach Justin Jennings. Coach, last time out, well, you know how it was. Just 5-0 heading to the 7th. They scored 7 runs, not able to come back from it. Just what did you see out of that loss, and what are your thoughts on it?
We just let it get away from us. We made a couple mistakes. Made a couple mistakes on the mound, pitching-wise, and then we made a couple mistakes defensively. And, they strung together 4 or 5 hits. So just a lot of a recipe for disaster. Didn't go our way. We've had some situations like that this year. Very disappointing, but, it's high school baseball. Sometimes things of that nature happen, and we just got to regroup and move on.
What have you been preaching in practice? I know I attended a couple of y'all's practice. Y'all worked on bunt defense. Just what else have you been telling your guys?
Nothing any different than normal. Our job is to control us. We can't control anything than how we respond to situations and how we prepare weekly to get ready to play. So that's all we can really control, and that's all we focused on is, just make sure we're doing what we need to do to get better, doing what we need to do to improve. We still haven't put 3 phases of the game together other than maybe 2 or 3 times. So, we're running out of time here. We talk about we want to be playing our best baseball, towards the end of April and the 1st of May. And, we put together 3 phases the other night for 6 innings. And then we kind of let it get away from us there in the 7th. But, we got to put 3 phases together the next 5 games. And that's what we're looking to do. And that's all we've really talked about and focused on.
Throwing Van Brady out there at third tonight at the 9-hole spot, his first start at district play. What was the thought of putting him out there?
We took one lefty out of the lineup and put one righty in. That's all we did. We're just trying to get some guys out there. We've kind of settled in on, about 7 or 8 guys, mainly 8 really, and just want to get another right-handed bat in there, and we're going to see what he can do.
What are you looking at of Collin tonight? He's had good starts, including the last time out. He gave up 3 runs. Of course, he got the loss against Lufkin, but he still has his best stuff out there that we've seen all district. What are you looking at him tonight?
Collin will do what he needs to do to give us a chance to win. And that's the thing is, regardless of what the district record is we're 4-6, but we've competed outside of 2 games. We've competed very well with everybody. So. We're fine from that regard. Collin's going to do what he does. Him and Luke both are going to give us a chance to win. It's all going to come down to offensive execution against their left-hander. He's a little soft tosser. He kind of nibbles and stays away from you and likes to change speeds a lot. So we're going to have to do a good job of driving the ball the other way and trying to stay off that front foot a little bit and hit balls hard. And then defensively, obviously we can't have the blunders that we had the other night. We've got to defend the bunt a little bit better. We did spend some time on that. So hopefully we can do those things, and we'll see where we're at there at the end.
All right, Coach, before I let you go, what are the keys to getting the win against Cape Park and hopefully getting some more wins down the stretch?
We got to put 3 phases of the game together. You don't have to be real great at any of them if you can be decent and average at all 3 of them. So that's what we got to do. We got to put balls in, play hard. We got to make tough outs. Can't be on our front foot and make lazy fly ball outs. Then we got to make the routine play. We got to throw strikes. If we can do those things like we've done for the most part, we'll be there at the end and we'll have a chance to win it. And hopefully we'll get it done and get this big one here and go into the last 2 weeks and in a pretty good spot to make a playoff run.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much for your time as always.
Thank you.
That was head coach Justin Jennings of Huntsville Hornet Baseball. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups, and first pitch comes your way at Kingwood, Texas, on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
Hello, I'm Greg Smith. and am proud to be the owner of Huntsville and Walker County's premier funeral home, Sam Houston Memorial. What makes us the premier funeral home? The reasons are simple. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home has the premier facilities in the area, and our directors and staff are top of the line, offering premier care for you and your loved ones in their time of need. Locally owned and family managed for 2 decades, it's our family's honor to serve yours. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts at celebrating life.
Back here at Kingwood Park, we're just about 5 minutes or so before we get underway. So let's go ahead and get the starting lineups right out of the way. First, for the host, Kingwood Park Panthers, it goes as is. Leading off will be number 3, Marshall Burke. He will be at shortstop. At the 2 spot will be number 6, Landon Carrison. He'll be in center field. At second base, at the 3rd spot in the lineup, will be number 27, Michael Santiago. At the cleanup spot, number 24, Jackson Lindsay. He'll be in left field. At the 5 spot will be number 9, Nolan Kruger. He'll be at first base. At the 6th spot will be number 13, Rain Britton, the reliable catcher for Kingwood Park. At the 7th spot will be number 30, Tanner Gillian, the designated hitter. At the 8th spot will be number 29, Kevin Rios. He'll be at third base. And in right field at the 9 hole will be number 28, Blake Heckman. And starting pitcher for the Kingwood Park Panthers will be number 11, Gabriel Bernal. And then for the visiting Huntsville Hornets, it goes as is. Leading off, as always, number 7, Gage Dorr is the designated hitter. At the 2 spot, once again, for the second straight game in a row, will be number 3, the freshman, Noah Nieto, at the catching position. Number 33, Cooper Molness in the 3 spot. He'll be in center field. Jackson Batten at the cleanup spot, wearing number 1. He'll be in left field. At second base in the 5 spot will be number 9, Nolan Hunt. At the 8 spot and in right field will be Austin Taylor. He will be in the 6th spot. At the 7th spot, making his first start at first base, it'll be number 11, Luke Durham. At the 8th spot, and starting pitcher for the Huntsville Hornets will be number 2, Collin Sanders. And at the 9th spot, making his first start in district play, it'll be number 4, Van Brady. He'll be at third base. Holden Langley will hold down the shortstop duties on tonight. And that'll do it for the pregame show. When we come back, we'll have first pitch coming your way. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
This has been the Hornets Baseball pregame show. Get ready, Hornet Nation. First pitch is next.
Hi, I'm Reagan Cooksey, and I have a thought I want to share with you. Are you listening? There's a sweet spot in a baseball game when a runner rounds third heading for home. There's a look of confidence on their face, a big smile as the runner heads for the plate. There'll be no sliding necessary for this one. No need to get down and dirty. The ball is over the fence, out of the park. It's a home run. Home is a given reward. All the runner has to do is cross the plate. Did you know you can live your life in such joy and anticipation? In life, you can hit a home run. You can live your life rounding third headed for home. The home run is knowing Jesus. If you do, He'll get you safely home. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening? Northside Baptist Church is a vibrant, growing body of believers located at 1207 FM 980 in Huntsville, Texas. Check us out at northside-baptist.org. Northside Baptist Church, going people in Christ to reach people for Christ.
Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville. Check their website at texpressurgentcare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care Clinic near Bahama Bucks and Buffalo Wild Wings in Huntsville.
Affordable Plumbing Incorporated in Huntsville is a proud supporter of Hornets softball and baseball. Family owned and operated since 2000, Affordable Plumbing serves the plumbing needs of Huntsville, New Waverly, Trinity, and other surrounding areas. The company is backed by years and years of experience and strives to support the community in a courteous and professional manner for all your plumbing needs. Call them at 936-291-7886. Again, that's Affordable Plumbing at 936-291-7886. Sting 'em, Hornets! The following is a KSAM Sports presentation on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Ladies and gentlemen, it's springtime in East Texas, so you know what that means. It's time once again for Huntsville High School Hornets Baseball. The following is a KSAM Sports presentation on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Ladies and gentlemen, it's springtime in East Texas, so you know what that means. It's time once again for Huntsville High School Hornets Baseball. Now let's send you down to the diamond and join your Hornets Baseball broadcast team. Here's Collin, Neill, and BJ McMichael.
Whole score of technical difficulties going on here, folks, but we're good to go. We are live here from Kingwood, Texas, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Huntsville Hornets taking on the Kingwood Park Panthers. Collin, Neill alongside my broadcast partner, Christian Cortez, starting pitcher for the Kingwood Park Panthers. It'll be number 11, Gabriel Burnell. And Christian, we talked about Burnell a little bit. He's a slow-throwing left-handed pitcher. Just because he may not have the velocity, it's still something you should not take lightly.
Yeah, you know, you can throw those chasing pitches that just look right and just look good, and they'll just drop down right away. Just got to be patient at the plate. The Hornets need to be as they were during Lufkin, able to get that win.
And what do left-handed hitters like Doris have to do in order to counter it? Does he need to be patient up there, or does he just need to find something and just try to attack early?
I'd say sit on a fastball in, try and pull that ball, try and get it over the infield and just get on base and even hit the gap in right center.
Let's see what the Huntsville Hornets can do here. We do have video back, folks, thankfully, thanks to Walker Kalinowski, our broadcast engineer, doing a good job for us getting the equipment that we needed to have this video broadcast going. And it looks like we are good to go. Light sprinkles here in Kingwood, Texas, but it seems like it will be fine for now. Let's hope I did not jinx it, folks. But let's get going here. Leading off for the Huntsville Hornets, as always, number 7, Gage Doris. He will step up, batting .385 on the season. The lefty on lefty to start this ball game, and here we go. First pitch is in there for a called strike. A little emphatic umpire this time around.
Yeah, made it known.
I love it. I love it. This is a big game for the Hornets. Gotta love the intensity. Next pitch from Burnell. Ground ball on the curveball on the second. Santiago fields it. He underhands it to Kruger at first for out number 1.
Yeah, just got on top of that pitch.
Yeah.
Straight to the second baseman.
Good curveball.
Fortunate there, yeah.
Noah Nieto will now step in.
Yeah, with these type of pitches, the infield's going to look to try and work a little more than usual. Going to be a lot of ground balls.
First pitch to Nieto is high and away for ball 1. Burnell working quickly against Nieto. Swing and a miss. Nieto taking his time to get back in the box. He steps back in, waiting on Burnell. Pitch. In there for a strike. I'm seeing that face over there, Christian. Did it look good from there?
It's good framing. It's good framing.
Counts now 1-2. Nieto trying to get something going here. Swing, fly ball to right field. Heckman trying to get under it. He does to make the catch for out number 2. We'll get your defensive alignment for the Panthers in just a moment, as Cooper Molness will now step in. Having himself a good last couple of games, able to get his batting average up to 400. Burnell goes. Ground ball to third, under third baseman, fielded by Berg. Throw on the first, Kruger able to dig it up off the ground for out number 3. So it goes 5-3 to end the inning. The Hornets go 1, 2, and 3 When we come back, we'll have the bottom of the first inning. Marshall Burke, Landon Carrison, and Michael Santiago are due up for the K Park Panthers. We'll be right back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
Affordable Plumbing Incorporated in Huntsville is a proud supporter of Hornets softball and baseball. Family owned and operated since 2000, Affordable Plumbing serves the plumbing needs of Huntsville, New Waverly, Trinity, and other surrounding areas. The company is backed by years and years of experience and strives to support the community in a courteous and professional manner for all your plumbing needs. Call them at 936-291-7886. Again, that's Affordable Plumbing at 936-291-7886. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Hello, I'm Greg Smith, and am proud to be the owner of Huntsville and Walker County's premier funeral home, Sam Houston Memorial. What makes us the premier funeral home? The reasons are simple. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home has the premier facilities in the area, and our directors and staff are top of the line, offering premier care for you and your loved ones in their time of need. Locally owned and family managed for 2 decades, it's our family's honor to serve yours. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts at celebrating life.
Welcome back to Kingwood, Texas on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Starting on the mound for the Huntsville Hornets, an all-familiar face will be number 2, Collin Sanders, sporting a 3.17 ERA in 17 2/3 innings. 1 win, 3 losses on the season, 1.98 whip, 10 strikeouts, opponents batting .319 against him. Christian doesn't throw hard, but he had a good outing against the Lufkin Panthers where he went 6 innings. Technically a complete game for the away side as the Hornets weren't able to come out in that game, but Collin is spoken highly about by Jennings, and he trusts him to get the job done tonight.
Yeah, big win, try and keep the district play going and try and get up in the rankings of that. And this is the guy you want on the mound. Doesn't have as much heat as many do, but he's able to frame it well, put it where he wants it, able to get batters out.
Let's see what he can do here to the leadoff hitter in Marshall Burke. Burke steps in. Sanders, you'll be working from the windup. First pitch, low, ball 1. Good spot, though. Collin goes. Swing and a miss. Collin wants to work quickly here. Burke steps in. 1-1. Ground ball. Langley fields it. He slips. He has to hurry on the throw to first. Not in time. That'll go down as an infield hit, even if Durham at first could have fielded it cleanly. So Panthers get the first hit and base runner of the night.
The center fielder, number 6, Landon Harrison.
Landon Carrison will now step in. He's the starting center fielder for the Kingwood Park Panthers.
And I need to keep an eye out for any bunts happening now. The runner on.
Burke has it comfortably at first. Shows bunt, gets it down. It's rolling. Sanders fields it. He'll throw it easily on the first for out number 1. Burke will move on to second on the bunt, but the Hornets will take the easy out right there. And it really shows on that bunt defense that's now playing now for Collin Sanders. Again, I mean, he's the third baseman, so he's used to fielding those, unlike someone like Luke.
Yeah, just that's the out that's given to you. Just take it and keep it going. Now you have 1 down, 2 more to go this inning.
Burke's now at second. Now stepping in is Michael Santiago, the starting second baseman on the night. Pitch. Changeup goes low. Now K Park has a runner in scoring position. Santiago, part of all that chaotic top of the 7th inning back in Huntsville, Texas. Pitch. Low and inside. 2-0 now. Might be a little slippery out there on the infield dirt. sprinkled a little bit. Rained not that too hard, but as the next pitch comes in, curveball is low for ball 3. Count now runs 3-0. Jackson Lindsay will be waiting on deck. He'll be due up. Collin trying to get a strike here. Looks back at Burke at second. 3-0. In there for a strike. Looked like Santiago was taken all the way.
Yeah, just able to place it well for Sanders and get the call right there by the blue. Seems like the sides are a little bigger than usual here for today.
3-1. Outside, ball 4. Santiago will go on the first on the walk, and now runners will be at first and second with 1 out.
Number 24, the left fielder, Jackson Lindsay.
Not the end of the world, but you gotta settle down right here. Yes, they got runners on, but in a way, the defense has a bit of an advantage on their hand if they play it right. They got forces at third, second, and first.
Yeah, right here, it's any bag will get you an out. Double play would be the ideal thing that occur to get out of this inning, but any bag.
Just gotta be smart. Lindsay sends a liner to right center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Taylor fields it. Burke is rounding third. He's trying to get to home. He'll hold up there, actually. So it's just going to be a single for Lindsay, but bases are now loaded with just 1 out. Good job by Austin Taylor in right center field to field it and throw it in quickly. But now that'll send a left-handed hitter in Nolan Kruger up. Plays really good first base, but can also do damage with the bat. Sanders working from the stretch. In there for a strike. Good pitch. Breaking ball on the outside part of the plate to the left-handed hitter.
Yep, has a pretty big strike zone on the sides of the box.
Could be a good place to try to force a ground ball. Just a bit low. Kingwood Park were 2018's Region 3 champions, state semifinalists back in 2018, so they're no strangers to success. Curveball gets past Nieto, bounces off the backstop. Nieto trying to field it cleanly, throws on home, but it won't be in time, and Burke crosses home plate, and the Kingwood Park Panthers will take the lead 1-0. Looked like a curveball that got away from Sanders, and that's just what's going to happen right there.
Yeah, so just unfortunate of a wild pitch there. This gives an easy run for the Panthers.
Nothing that Nieto could do about that. 2-1. High and away for ball 3. 3-1 now. Rain Britton waits on deck. Payoff. Good curveball at the knees for a strike. Count runs full now. 1 run, certainly not the end of the world, but you really try to want to get this second out right here.
I'm going to try and prevent any more damage from occurring.
Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Curveball on the outside part of the plate, and Kruger couldn't get to it. That's out number 2.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho. Left catcher number 13. I used to move snowflakes like OC. I guess even back then you can call me CEO.
Now you got runners on second and third with 2 outs. Rain Britton will now step in. Collin working from the stretch again. Pinch in there for a strike. Good start.
Been able to get that call at the knees right there with that curve.
A 1. Swing liner. Fielding it is Hunt. He puts it down, throws on the first, and it's going to be wild, and it will roll all the way to the outfield, foul territory fence, rather, and 2 runs will score on the errant throw by Hunt. 3-0 K Park just like that.
Looks like that'll be marked down as an error on Hunt there.
Yep.
The designated hitter, number 30, Tanner Gillian. Runner for the catcher.
Runner at second. So we got a pinch runner that just came in. It's going to be number 2, Wyatt May. First pitch, outside for ball 1. Tanner Gillian steps in, and this is about how K Park got things going that 7th inning. Just mistakes that the Hornets could not afford to make. But now they're down early, just like K Park was back in Huntsville. 3-0 now. Sanders trying to get out of this. Fastball is low.
Sanders unfortunate in there, all the errors, but just trying to get out of this inning here. Just one more out.
2-0 pitch. Curveball gets in there for a strike. Sanders looking back at second to May. Ground ball to Langley at short. He'll field it. Those on the first in time for the 3rd out, but not before the Kingwood Park Panthers get 3 runs on 2 hits. 1 error was committed by the Hornets. 1 runner was left on base. We're now going to go ahead and sit beside. When we come back, we'll have the beginning of the 2nd inning. Let's see if the Hornets can come back from this deficit. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
Hi, I'm Reagan Cooksey, and I have a thought I want to share with you. Are you listening? There's a sweet spot in a baseball game when a runner rounds third heading for home. There's a look of confidence on their face, a big smile as the runner heads for the plate. There'll be no sliding necessary for this one. No need to get down and dirty. The ball is over the fence, out of the park. It's a home run. Home is a given reward. All the runner has to do is cross the plate. Did you know you can live your life in such joy and anticipation? In life, you can hit a home run. You can live your life rounding third headed for home. The home run is knowing Jesus. If you do, He'll get you safely home. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening? Northside Baptist Church is a vibrant, growing body of believers located at 1207 FM 980 in Huntsville, Texas. Check us out at northside-baptist.org. Northside Baptist Church, going people in Christ to reach people for Christ.
Back here, 3-0 Kingwood Park Panthers lead over the Huntsville Hornets. Going to be a tough deficit to come back from, Christian, but well, we've seen it before from the Hornets. They were able to fight back, get some runs down the stretch, but they just need to keep it where it is. But a good start right here from Jackson Batten, the cleanup hitter, as he steps up, as that pitch from Bernal is in there for a strike.
They still have 6 more innings of play to go.
Batten batting .250 on the district play. Swing and a miss at the curveball. Now, if the Hornets lose tonight, then they are out of the district title running. Curveball bounced foul down the first baseline in the foul territory. Count still at 0-2.
Trying not.
Good layoff on the curveball as it dives outside the zone, 1-2.
Yeah, good plate discipline by Batten, not chasing that one away.
Next pitch. Fastball outside in the other batter's box. 4-2, the count evens up. Burnell going. Curveball inside. Count runs full now. Nolan Hunt waits on deck. Full count pitch. Ground ball up the middle, hits Burnell, and it will roll into left field for a base hit. Let's hope Burnell's all right. That doesn't feel good at all. But nonetheless, it is a hit for Batten and a good start to this top of the second inning for the Hornets. Britton's going out there to check out on his pitcher. Make sure he's all right. You don't see that every day.
Yeah, you never want to try and go up the middle, but at the same time, it's not intentional to do that.
That's slow pitch, okay? That's slow pitch. You don't want to go up the middle.
You want safety at all times. But Burnell seems to be doing well, and he's ready to go right away.
9, Nolan Hunt.
Well, we'll send Nolan Hunt out there.
Now starting off the inning, you got a runner on first.
Yeah, that's a good time for some redemption for himself right here. He has been finding it lately at the plate. Got his batting average to 259. Ground ball past Burnell. Santiago fielding it, throw on the first in time for out number 1. It does move Batten on the second. Austin Taylor will now step in. This is another guy that has been finding his bat lately. Getting it up to 240. Was batting under the Mendoza line for the majority of district play, but lately he's been finding it. Let's see if he can find a way to drive Batten here, as a base hit in the outfield could do it. But the outfielders for Kingwood Park are shading in just a bit. First pitch is a liner. It will go foul.
Just got late on that pitch inside.
We'll get we weren't able to get your defensive alignment for the Panthers on the last inning, but we'll get it to you right here after this pitch, as Taylor waits on the 0-1. Dives back into the strike zone for a strike. Burnell is pitching, Britton is catching, Kruger is at first, Santiago is at second, Rios is at third, Burke is at short, Lindsay is in left field, Carrison is in center field, and Heckman is in right field. That is your defensive alignment for Kingwood Park. 0-2 pitch to Taylor. Ground ball, Santiago moving in on it. He'll field it. Those on the first easily in time for the second out. Batten will move on to third.
The first baseman, number 11, Luke Durham.
So back-to-back at-bats, not ideal in what you want, but you do move the runner from where it was at first in Batten all the way to third in scoring position.
Yeah.
See if Durham can do something right here.
Luke Durham steps in. Swing and a miss. That changeup just had a lot of depth on it and just dived.
For these right-handed batters, just going away inside.
Base hit in the outfield, can score Batten. Swing and a miss, he wails at the curveball. Count goes 0-2. Batten reaching on a single that hit off of the pitcher in Burnell and then rolled into left field. And he was able to get the third on a couple of the ground outs by Hunt and Taylor. Foul ball off of Durham's leg, another curveball. Count still remains 0-2. Pretty interesting outfield wall we got here, Christian. 315 down the right field and left field lines, 375 dead center. Walls are really tall here. 0-2. Low, good eye by the senior, 1-2.
Yeah, Burnell looking to try and get a pitch away, trying to get Durham's chasing.
Winds coming from right field to left field. Swing and a miss, another curveball. Burnell is fired up, and the Hornets weren't able to get a run across the plate with batting at third. We now head on to the bottom of the second inning. Let's see if Collin Sanders can work a clean inning here, as Rios, Heckman, and Burke are due up for the Kingwood Park Panthers. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, we're live from Kingwood, Texas, powered by KSAM Sports.
Affordable Plumbing Incorporated in Huntsville is a proud supporter of Hornet softball and baseball. Family owned and operated since 2000, Affordable Plumbing serves the plumbing needs of Huntsville, New Waverly, Trinity, and other surrounding areas. The company is backed by years and years of experience and strives to support the community in a courteous and professional manner for all your plumbing needs. Call them at 936-291-7886. Again, that's Affordable Plumbing at 936-291-7886. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville would like to help keep your family and friends safe and prevent the spread of viruses. They're a walk-in clinic and offer quick, efficient flu and strep treatment. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville, located at 193 I-45 South. They offer a variety of procedures, open 7 days a week. Check their website at texpressurgentcare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care Clinic near Bahama Bucks and Buffalo Wild Wings in Huntsville.
Back here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Some early defensive substitutions and possibly just some movement in the lineup as well. Van Brady will now move on to second base in place of Nolan Hunt, and Colton Gilbert will now come in and be at third base.
The third baseman, number 29, Kevin Rios.
We'll see how this new defense now lines up, as Hunt it has been the everyday second baseman for Coach Jennings and his Hornet squad. First pitch is fouled straight back to the netting. Rios steps in now with an 0-1 count. Sanders on the 0-1. Low for ball one.
Wind's picking up a little bit, going to the left side.
In there for a strike on the upper corner on the outside part of the plate. Count runs 1-2. Like you said, Christian, a little bit of a bigger zone than we've seen in past. 1-2 pitch is high and in, nearly hit Rios. Count now is evened up.
I mean, if you're going to get those calls and Rios not swinging, might as well go for it again to get it.
2-2. Curveball just a bit low. Full count now. On deck waiting is Heckman. Full count pitch. Another foul ball that goes straight back to the netting.
Not a big hack there, just a motion right there. So maybe just put it down the middle. It won't be as hard of a hit of a ball.
Full count and again. That's low and away for ball four. Full count walk for Kevin Rios to lead off this bottom of the second inning. Seems like the key tonight, though, for the Hornets is just to try to get the leadoff hitter. If you start the inning with one out, then when you have runners on base, if K Park wants to try and bunt, they're gonna risk getting that second out, and then they're just one out of way of getting out of the inning. Heckman now steps in. He shows bunt, misses it. He goes around, pickoff throw to first. Won't be in time. Luke able to block it. Good idea by Nieto. Rios was ways away off the bag. Again, that's Luke Durham at first. He's getting his first start at first base for district play at the least. 0-1. Runner goes. Rios to second. Throw down to second. It's time. Good throw by the freshman catcher, and that is one away.
Had him out by 5 feet. And that one down. I don't think it'll be a bunt anymore.
1-1 pitch. Outside again. See if Sanders can get the 9-hole hitter in Heckman. 2-1. Ground ball, chopper. Sanders will field it, and he'll take it himself on the first, rather, for out number 2. Score that. I don't get to score that one pretty often. A 1U.
Talk about being an athlete. Take it yourself.
That'll turn the lineup over for the Kingwood Park Panthers. Marshall Burke will now step in. Cooper Mullen is shifting to his right, playing more left center. Curveball low. Next pitch. Fly ball to center field. Cooper Molness is going back. He's still going back, and he makes the catch. For out number 3, Kingwood Park were able to get a leadoff walk, but thanks to a caught stealing throw by Noah Nieto and a ground out and a fly ball out to center field for a fly out, the Hornets able to work a 0 against the Kingwood Park Panthers. We're now going to step aside for a bit. When we come back, we'll have the top of the 3rd inning. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is Huntsville Hornet Baseball, powered by KSAM Sports.
Hello, I'm Greg Smith, and am proud to be the owner of Huntsville and Walker County's premier funeral home, Sam Houston Memorial. What makes us the premier funeral home? The reasons are simple. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home has the premier facilities in the area, and our directors and staff are top of the line, offering premier care for you and your loved ones in their time of need. Locally owned and family managed for 2 decades, it's our family's honor to serve yours. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts at celebrating life.
Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville would like to help keep your family and friends safe and prevent the spread of viruses. They're a walk-in clinic and offer quick, efficient flu and strep treatment. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville, located at 193 I-45 South. They offer a variety of procedures, open 7 days a week. Check their website at texpressurgentcare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care Clinic near Bahama Bucks and Buffalo Wild Wings in Huntsville.
Collin Sanders will get things going here at the top of the 3rd as he, Van Brady, and Gage Doris are due up in this top of the 3rd inning. Sanders just batting above the Mendoza line at 207. First pitch. Swing, liner in the center field for a base hit. What a way to start this top of the 3rd inning as Sanders gets on base with a nice shot up the middle for a single.
Yeah, way to start right away. First pitch. On base right away.
See what Van Brady can do here. Not a lot of at-bats. Has worked 2 walks. Pitch is outside. Your bottom of the lineup can do stuff in the ball game, pick off of the first, not in time. But Christian, the bottom of the lineup has been getting things going for the Hornets as of late. Their bottom of the lineup, if you can get them going, as the next pitch is high for ball 2, it gives your best hitters, who are usually at the top of the order, a very good opportunity or 2.
Yeah, especially get on base like Sanders was able to.
2-0 pitch, grounder past Rios, sliding stop by Burke. long throw to first, and it's wild, and it will go to foul territory. And if Sanders, he'll hold up at third. Van Brady will hold up at first. So all runners are safe. It would have been a tough play. They are going to rule that as an error. I don't know if I would rule that as a hit or not. So it's going to be an error charged to Marshall Burke at short, as it thrown over the head of Kruger at first. So now Gage Dorr, as the leadoff hitter, as the lineup turns over, will now step in with a good opportunity here.
And like you said, bottom of the lineup, able to get on base. Right now, you got back to the top of the lineup in Doris.
Doris
on lefty.
Curveball in there for a strike at the knees.
Burno is going to pitch away. So he's been doing on the lefty so far today.
Foul tip to Britton's glove. Another curveball, 0-2. Just trying to get the ball in the outfield. Just try to get a run. Swing and a miss. High and inside fastball. Doris is upset with himself as that wasn't even close.
You got 3 pitches, you swung on 3 pitches, and you struck out. A little aggravating, but.
Oh, yeah, that's not always a great feeling, and we've had that, and I've had that, and I'm pretty sure every ball player has had that.
But the only thing you see the light in this is you had no outs, now you have 1. Still have time to bring in runs.
You got a good power, you got some pop with Noah Nieto coming in. I mean, he's coming into this one with an over 1,000 OPS. 5 RBI on the season in district play. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Curveball in there for a strike. That curveball is working for Burno late on tonight. The Hornets have to try to find a way to counter it. Pitch. Inside, Nieto pulling back. Van Brady will go on to second. It's going to be a stolen base for Van Brady. So now runners will be at second and third with 1 out.
Good heads-up play there. Prevents the double play from happening.
Yeah, Britton possibly going out to talk, relaying something to head coach Beekner for Kingwood Park, possibly seeing if there was any sort of interference, but he did not make the throw down the second, so there is no case for it. It's not a catcher's indifference, so it's a stolen base for Van Brady. It's 1-1 now. Pitch. Did he hold up? No, he did not, says the home plate umpire. Count goes 1-2. And with 2 umpires, there's not going to be consistently a first base umpire to check on those swings. Got 1 home plate umpire and 1 field umpire, as you can see on the left side of your screen. 1-2 pitches, swung on and miss. 2 away.
Just a great deal there, just able to get 2 strikeouts back to back. But it takes discipline here.
Oh yeah, I mean, you got your 3-hole hitter now up. You got runners on second and third. Base hit can potentially drive in 2. See what Cooper can do here. Changeup in there for a strike. Lefty 0-1. Swing, ground ball. Burno fumbles it. Trying to throw on to first. He gets it in time. Score that 1-3, and the Hornets leave 2 stranded on second and third as 2 Hornets struck out and Molness grounds out. We now head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's still Kingwood Park 3, Huntsville Hornets nothing. Live from Kingwood, Texas on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is Huntsville Hornet Baseball powered by KSAM Sports.
Once again, that 2nd inning.
Hi, I'm Reagan Cooksey, and I have a thought I want to share with you. Are you listening? There's a sweet spot in a baseball game when a runner rounds third heading for home. There's a look of confidence on their face, a big smile as the runner heads for the plate. There'll be no sliding necessary for this one. No need to get down and dirty. The ball is over the fence, out of the park. It's a home run. Home is a given reward. All the runner has to do is cross the plate. Did you know you can live your life in such joy and anticipation? In life, you can hit a home run. You can live your life rounding third headed for home. The home run is knowing Jesus. If you do, He'll get you safely home. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening? Northside Baptist Church is a vibrant, growing body of believers located at 1207 FM 980 in Huntsville, Texas. Check us out at northside-baptist.org. Northside Baptist Church, growing people in Christ to reach people for Christ.
Back here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Want to let y'all know for the latest up-to-the-minute information on what's happening in the world of sports in Huntsville and Walker County. Follow KSAM Sports on Facebook. You can find breaking news and information for the Huntsville Hornets, Sam Houston Bearcats, and much more on the page. KSAM Sports on Facebook, your home for Huntsville and Walker County sports. And while you're on the social media sphere, be sure to follow us on Twitter. All you have to do is search KSAM 1017, and also follow Huntsville Hornet Baseball at Huntsville_BSB, and follow Huntsville Lady Hornet Softball while you're at it as well. Huntsville SB on Twitter. Let's see what Collin Sanders can do here to try to keep it at just 3-0 as the 2, 3, and 4 hitters are due up in Carrison, Santiago, and Lindsay. First pitch to Carrison, swing and a miss. Carrison, last time up, hit a sacrifice bunt back to Collin Sanders. That moved Burke on the second and was a part of that. That eventually became a big role in that 3-run first inning. 0-1 pitch is, can't necessarily say where that was, but 1-1. One. Low for ball 2.
Seems the off-speed pitchers are working great for Sanders. They're able to get calls at the knees. Just fastball have just been going away from him.
Nieto and Sanders are going to have a talk. Also, Nieto just trying to calm down Sanders. Well, we have the pause in the action. Let's thank some of our wonderful sponsors. Affordable Plumbing, family owned and operated since 2000, supporting Walker County and surrounding counties, and the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, because everyone deserves to be remembered. Nieto will now head on back to the catcher's plate, the home plate rather. Meant to say catcher's box, but there really is no catcher's box now that I look at it.
It's a little weird. The box, home plate, everything is turf with the circle, and everything else is grass in this field.
2-1 pitch is just a bit outside for ball 3. And if I'm head coach Justin Jennings, I'm asking where these pitches are going. 3-1. High for ball 4. Walk for Carrison to lead off this bottom of the 3rd inning. That's not how the Hornets want to lead off this inning. They had a leadoff walk in the last inning and a leadoff single in the 1st inning. That 1st inning ending with 3 runs for K Park. Last inning able to put a 0 on the board. But you have to just try to get the out right here. As Colton Gilbert is playing in on the grass, he's expecting a bunt from Santiago. Santiago showing bunt. Fielder's moving in. Pitch is out in there for a strike. Thrown on a second. Is it again? Yes, he got him again.
Just does it so nonchalant.
It's 0-1. Santiago did go on the bunt, or that was in there for a strike. Don't really know among the chaos, but it is 0-1, 1 out now. Ground ball to second. Van Brady fields it on a weird hop. Throws on the first easily in time for the second out. Wow, just
quick 2 outs right there.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened in the last inning, where it was Rios that reached on a walk. Then they tried to steal on the first pitch as Heckman was showing a bunt, but Nieto was able to throw down to get that caught stealing, and it just happened again in this inning. 2 straight innings. Sanders goes low to Jackson Lindsay. 1-0. Swing and a miss. He definitely went on that one. Umpire calls it a strike, but definitely went around. 1-1. Hornets have their 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up next. Called strike 1 and 2.
Probably throw that Kerr in the dirt, try and get him chasing here for a strikeout.
You mean the turf. 1-2. High and away.
It's weird.
I mean, it is kind of weird to say the least. I mean, I was walking out there and it just felt strange. And just grass. It's grass in foul territory. It's except for some portions of around home plate. And, well, you know, 2-2. Swing and a miss. High fastball blown right by Lindsay. Kingwood Park able to get a lead-off walk, but leave no one on base as Noah Nieto was able to get his second runner on the caught stealing. We now head to the top of the 4th inning. Let's see if the Hornets can pack on that offense they found in the 3rd inning. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
Affordable Plumbing Incorporated in Huntsville is a proud supporter of Hornets softball and baseball. Family owned and operated since 2000, Affordable Plumbing serves the plumbing needs of Huntsville, New Waverly, Trinity, and other surrounding areas. The company is backed by years and years of experience and strives to support the community in a courteous and professional manner for all your plumbing needs. Call them at 936-291-7886. Again, that's Affordable Plumbing at 936-291-7886. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Hello, I'm Greg Smith, and am proud to be the owner of Huntsville and Walker County's premier funeral home, Sam Houston Memorial. What makes us the premier funeral home? The reasons are simple. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home has the premier facilities in the area, and our directors and staff are top of the line, offering premier care for you and your loved ones in their time of need. Locally owned and family managed for 2 decades, it's our family's honor to serve yours. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts at celebrating life.
Back here quickly as Jackson Batten will now step in. Burnell is out there for his 4th inning of work. First pitch, curveball, it'll go foul. Batten hitting a single his last time up back in the 2nd inning. Was the first hit of the night for the Hornets. Still down 3-0, but still got a long way to go. 0-1 pitch, another curveball swung on and missed, 0-2. That curveball is really working for Kingwood Park's starting pitcher tonight.
Yeah, it's working perfectly. He's able to get the Hornets chasing and get strikeouts with it. As well get calls right at the knees.
Curveball inside. Kingwood Park about an hour, if you take into account the traffic, an hour and a half outside of Huntsville as the 1-2 pitch comes. Swing and a miss, another curveball. That's out number 1. Fourth strikeout on the night for Burno. Colton Gilbert will now step in. He takes the place of Nolan Hunt in the lineup. Swing and a miss on the first pitch.
Just the pitch doesn't look fast, but it just throws your timing off because you're expecting faster.
Yeah, and then that means that the Hornets just need to try to keep their bats back. 0-1 pitch is a grounder. Lower Burke fields it on the backhand, throwing on the first in time. Good throw by Marshall Burke at short, and that's 2 away. They'll send Austin Taylor to the plate, grounded out to second his last time up. Taylor waiting. Fly ball to center field. Carrison is moving in on it. He gets under it. He'll make the catch for out number 3. The Hornets go 1, 2, and 3 quickly as we are halfway home in this ball game. We are now heading to the bottom of the 4th inning on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is Huntsville Hornet Baseball live from Kingwood, Texas, powered by KSAM Sports.
Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville would like to help keep your family and friends safe and prevent the spread of viruses. They're a walk-in clinic and offer quick, efficient flu and strep treatment. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville, located at 193 I-45 South. They offer a variety of procedures, open 7 days a week. Check their website at texpressurgentcare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care Clinic near Bahama Bucks and Buffalo Wild Wings in Huntsville.
Affordable Plumbing Incorporated in Huntsville is a proud supporter of Hornets softball and baseball. Family owned and operated since 2000, Affordable Plumbing serves the plumbing needs of Huntsville, New Waverly, Trinity, and other surrounding areas. The company is backed by years and years of experience and strives to support the community in a courteous and professional manner for all your plumbing needs. Call them at 936-291-7886. Again, that's Affordable Plumbing at 936-291-7886. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Still 3-0 Kingwood Park up on the Huntsville Hornets. The Hornets able to put 2 straight zeros on the board as great pitching, it's great pitching from Sanders and great defense from Nieto behind the plate, Christian.
Yeah, able to get out of innings with the runner starting off right away on first. Just like you said, like you went to the practice, they've been working on this, they've been doing defensively ever since second inning.
First pitch to Kruger is foul tipped into Nieto's mitt, 0-1. Kruger struck out swinging on a full count pitch his last time up back in the first inning. Another one. In there for a called strike on the outside part of the plate. And that's the spot that the umpire has liked all night. And it's been against both hitters, is the outside part of the plates to left-handed and right-handed hitters respectively. 0-2 pitch is not close. Sanders 1-2. Called strike 3 on the inside corner fastball. Not where Nieto wanted it, but across the plate in the strike zone nonetheless. Out number 1.
I go ahead and start right away instead of getting a runner on first.
Brain Britton will now step back in. Reached on an error as that pitch is outside, and that error was the one that scored all 3 runs for Kingwood Park. Or 2 runs, rather. Next pitch. High.
Didn't break on that one.
Two-0 pitch. It was a bit lower, but it wasn't low enough. 3-0 now. Tanner Gillian waits on deck for Kingwood Park. 3-0. Fastball low, below the knees for ball 4. 4-pitch walk for Rain Britton. Time is called as Rain Britton will now come out. He'll be coming in for him will be the courtesy runner in Wyatt May.
Courtesy runner for the catcher, number 2, Wyatt May.
See if the Hornets can turn a double play here, Christian, because there's one thing about double plays. They are momentum shifters. As the first pitch from Sanders will now come in. Way outside for ball 1.
Yeah, that would be a good way to get out of the inning and start off the 5th if you can get a double play here. Try and get the pitch inside, try and cause it.
1-0 pitch is grounded. It's a fair ball down the right field line. Batten's trying to get to it, and he fields it. He'll throw on the infield to Langley. Langley cuts it off. It's a single for Gillian, and now runners will be at the corners with 1 out. Time is called. Head coach Justin Jennings will go out there to talk to his infielders and starting pitcher. While we have the pause in the action, let's thank some more of our wonderful sponsors. Texpress Urgent Care, Quality Health Care, and Unmatched Customer Service, and Northside Baptist Church, growing people in Christ to reach people for Christ.
Yeah, runners on the corners. Coach Jennings doesn't want any more damage to occur here.
Do you think the infielders would now be playing in, even though if the bunt's not on? Because this is the kind of situation that the Hornets could not get themselves out of. Yes, they had the 1 out, but it's just the bunting and the chaos that bunting allows or causes potentially is what can kill them right here. It's a 3-0. It's a 3-0 deficit, but that's a deficit you can come back from if you just try to chip away. You still got 3 more innings to work with, but you cannot make your job even harder on offense if you're going to give up more runs.
Yeah, you know, you want to try and cover home, make sure no runs come in, but if there is an out and it is there, you might need to take it. Basically try and keep the runner from at third the whole time, prevent him from scoring.
You have Colton Gilbert working in on the grass. Kevin Rios is stepping in now. Pitch. In there for a strike. Yeah, you can see the middle infielder staying back, but you see the corner infielders in Gilbert and Durham moving in, but Durham's back at first. Bunt down the first base line, but it rolls foul. 0-2. Going to be interesting what Rios does here. He walked his last time out back in the 2nd inning, but eventually got caught stealing. Walked on the full count, mind you. Sanders 0-2. Swing and a miss. 2 outs. Big out.
Great pitch, great location, able to get it right there. The batter swinging and get 2 outs.
Clock strikes 8 o'clock here in the state of Texas. We are live from, I mean, you say Kingwood, Texas, but we're kind of outside Porter more like. In there for a strike to Heckman, the 9-hole hitter who grounded out to the pitcher in Sanders. Winds have sort of died down, still blowing a little bit. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Heckman waiting, he'll show bunt, he'll get it down. Sanders trying to field it cleanly, he'll throw on the first, and it's wild. 1 run will score, another run will now come in, and it's 5-0 Kingwood Park. Heckman goes all the way to third.
Shortstop, number 3, Marshall Bird.
Yeah, and like last game, this is what seemed to be in their kryptonite, just bunting and not able to get an easy play at first.
Well, just like last game as well. Huntsville Hornets were up 5-0, and now the Kingwood Park Panthers are up 5-0 as well.
It's always hard to get that last out in the inning.
Marshall Burke will now step in as the lineup is turned over. Heckman went all the way to third on that bunt and wild throw. First pitch is a breaking pitch in the turf. Ball 1. Burke is 1 for 2 on the night. He singled to lead off the first inning and flew out to center field to end the second. Pitch is inside for ball 2. Two errors on the night for the Hornets. 2-0. Curveball in there for a strike. Pitch is high and away for ball 3. 3-1 count now. Landon Carrison waits on deck. Got runner on third on this 3-1 pitch coming up with 2 outs. Kingwood Park scoring 2 runs here to lead 5-0, 3-1. Swing, fly ball to left field. Back on it is Batten at the wall. That ball's gone.
That's a home run from Marshall Burke.
The wheels have gotten off the wagon in this one.
Blast out of the park. We're giving away 10 free hot dogs for the first 10 people.
7-0 now, Kingwood Park.
Has a uniform on from the Little League.
Just type of games where you just beat yourself. But stay on the positive side. It just takes 1 inning to keep it going.
Next pitch from Sanders. Bunt is down. It rolls down the left field line. Sanders throwing on the first, not in time. Carrison reaches on an infield bunt. Still 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning as Michael Santiago will now step in. See how long head coach Justin Jennings will keep Collin Sanders out there on the mound. Pitch. Curveball, slider maybe. Low and away for ball 1. Next pitch. That slider is in there for a strike on the low outside part of the plate. Seven 7-0 ball game. Panthers up on the Hornets. Sanders just trying to find a way to get out of this inning to get the offense back into play. Runner goes, but that pitch is popped up over the heads of the Hornet crowd. That was a go foul. Count now runs 1 and 2. Carrison has to go back on to first.
One-two count, just try and get out of this inning for Sanders. See if he'll continue on.
1-2. Popped up behind first base. Luke trying to get it, and he makes the catch for out number 3, but not before Kingwood Park able to get 4 runs across the plate on 4 hits rather. Yep, on 3 hits. That included the home run by Marshall Burke, a 2-run shot, and a couple of errors makes it a 7-0 ball game. We now head to the top of the 5th inning. When we come back, we'll have that for you. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
After the end of the 4th inning.
Hi, I'm Reagan Cooksey, and I have a thought I want to share with you. Are you listening? There's a sweet spot in a baseball game when a runner rounds third heading for home. There's a look of confidence on their face, a big smile as the runner heads for the plate. There'll be no sliding necessary for this one. No need to get down and dirty. The ball is over the fence, out of the park. It's a home run. Home is a given reward. All the runner has to do is cross the plate. Did you know you can live your life in such joy and anticipation? In life, you can hit a home run. You can live your life rounding third headed for home. The home run is knowing Jesus. If you do, He'll get you safely home. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening? Northside Baptist Church is a vibrant, growing body of believers located at 1207 FM 980 in Huntsville, Texas. Check us out at northside-baptist.org. Northside Baptist Church, going people in Christ to reach people for Christ.
Durham will lead off this top of the 5th inning. First pitch is swung on and missed. Burnell goes. Curveball in there for a strike. Oh-2. Swing, fly ball to left field, back on his left fielder at the wall, one hops the wall. Durham, he's racing, he's trying to go on to 2, and he'll stand up with a double. Durham hit a home run over the left field wall in batting practice. So that's a good start for the 7-hole hitter, as the 8-hole hitter, Collin Sanders, will now step in.
It's a great start to start off the inning. Like last time your bottom of the lineup came up, they were able to get on base, get your top of the lineup to get them in. The only problem is just they've been leaving runners stranded so far.
Luke stands on second. Believe they'll bring in a courtesy runner here shortly. First pitch to Sanders is inside. Good eye. No, they're going to keep Durham out there. One out. That one's low for ball 2. A little misty on the night. Next pitch. In there for a strike. And that's what I was telling you, is like that this umpire really likes that outside part of the plate, so either hitter. Popped up, it'll go foul. You know, I do notice something, Christian, and if you look where the umpire is set up, he's setting himself more on the left side of the catcher, so that might be affecting how he's calling those outside pitches.
It seemed like he's kind of calling it once it reaches the plate instead of once it gets to the catcher's mitt, but it's always indecisive. But when it comes to vertical, it's a really short strike zone.
2-2 pitch to Sanders. Just able to foul that one off.
Comes to horizontal. It's a strike, small strike zone.
No, vertical's up and down. Horizontal's left to right.
I'm not a math major. Long week.
Yeah, it has been quite a long week. I gotta have a drive tomorrow morning. I also gotta get my headlight fixed. 2-2 to Sanders. Swing, ground ball up the middle. Can it get past the infielder? It won't. Santiago throwing to first, but it won't be in time. Infield single for Collin Sanders. Durham will move on to third. Now runners will be at the corners with nobody out for the Hornets. Prime opportunity here for Van Brady.
Third baseman Van Brady.
Just keep it going. Just get a hit, get on base, keep the runners moving. So far, it's been inside pitches low that have been working.
First pitch to Van Brady is a curveball low and inside.
In the turf.
Yeah. Brady reached on an error on the shortstop by Burke in his last time out back in the third inning and was able to get on the second on a stolen base. Pick off throw the first, not in time. One 0. Called strike.
Some way, somehow, Brady can get late on this and line it to right center. It'll be great.
1-0. Popped up, it will go foul.
Got a little bit of wind picking up.
Oh, yeah. May or may not have lost a few papers, but we'll get those back. Kingwood Park crowd, though, helping me out over here. Van Brady steps in. 1-2. Runner goes in Sanders. Pitch is high. Throw down to second. Is it in time? It is in time. Sanders gets caught stealing. It's a 2-2 count. Runner is now just at third with only one out. Still a good opportunity though for the Hornets to get runners on, get a run on the board. Scoreboard says 1-2, but it's 2-2. Curveball in the turf, gets away from Britton, but Durham will hold up at third. Full count.
Anything close for Brady here, he's got to take it.
Gage Doris waits on deck. Full count pitch. Foul ball again. Brady battling here. Wind picking up here again, coming from right field to left field. Full count pitch is low for ball 4, and the runner will now, Van Brady will go on to first. They'll send Gage Doris now out there. And you got to think, Christian, this is probably the best opportunity for the Hornets to try to chip away at that lead, with it being 7-0.
Yeah, this is the guy to do it, bring in the runs, top of the lineup. Doors.
Curveball in there. No, it is outside for ball 1. I don't know. Umpire's call. See if Doris can do something here. 1-0. That one's in there for a strike.
Like the same pitch?
Not even not the same pitch, but
It's a little more inside.
Yeah, same location nonetheless. 1-1, 1 out. Runners at the corners. Brady at first, Durham at third. Pick off of the first, not in time. Almost got Brady leaning on that one.
It is obvious Burnell knows that the umpire is favoring the outside of the plate. Just try and get it there to get the call.
Well, if the Hornets hitters can try to drive pitches the other way. They can do some damage. 1-1. Curveball swung on and miss. Doris working with the 1-2 count, 1 out. Fouled just barely on that one. Count still remains 1-2. Update on Lady Hornet softball. The Huntsville Lady Hornets getting the victory in Nacogdoches, 12-2. One-two pitch. Swing, foul ball, but Britton not able to hold on to it in his mitt. Count still remains.
It's obvious Burnell's going outside on that.
Doors can recognize the spin out of Burnell's hand. Can make it easier. 1-2. Curveball called, strike 3. And that's that outside part of the plate again, like you said. Now it's 2 outs.
I think so far for the day, the Hornets, they've been in a situation with runners on base and just been leaving them loaded. Leaving runners on base. And Nieto, he's been able to be an RBI guy here.
Hornets so far on the night have left 3 runners on base. They don't want to leave 2 more. Nieto trying to make something happen here. Foul ball. Looked like he had some power behind that swing.
Yeah, just looked to drive it on the first pitch.
Oh, 1. Ground ball to the third baseman. Throw on the first and in time. Good play by Rios at third. Kruger, though, with an even better play to making sure it didn't go over his head and get his foot back on the bag. Hornets leave 2 runners stranded. Still 7-0 as we are heading now in the 5th inning stretch as we go to the top of the 5th inning. We have a new pitcher for the Huntsville Hornets. We'll have all the information you need when we come back. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports. We'll be back in just a few moments.
Affordable Plumbing Incorporated in Huntsville is a proud supporter of Hornet softball and baseball. Family owned and operated since 2000, Affordable Plumbing serves the plumbing needs of Huntsville, New Waverly, Trinity, and other surrounding areas. The company is backed by years and years of experience and strives to support the community in a courteous and professional manner for all your plumbing needs. Call them at 936-291-7886. Again, that's Affordable Plumbing at 936-291-7886. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville would like to help keep your family and friends safe and prevent the spread of viruses. They're a walk-in clinic and offer quick, efficient flu and strep treatment. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville, located at 193 I-45 South. They offer a variety of procedures, open 7 days a week. Check their website at texpressurgentcare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care Clinic near Bahama Bucks and Buffalo Wild Wings in Huntsville.
Here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. New pitcher coming in for the Huntsville Hornets. It'll be the senior right-handed pitcher, number 18, Gage Lee. Has only worked 2 1/3 innings in district play, 0 on the ERA, 2.14 WHIP. 2 walks, 1 strikeout. Opponents batting .429 against him in district play, any limited at-bats that he has faced.
Yeah, the job right now is just to prevent any more runs from occurring, but most of those have been happening on errors. Just overthrown on the ground.
And even if those runs didn't directly score on errors, it just extends the inning, especially in that fourth inning. Hornets just couldn't seem to get that last out. And then Marshall Burke made them pay. Gagely will now start out here as first pitch is high and in for ball one. He'll be working against Jackson Lindsay. Collin Sanders, his night is done. Goes 4 innings, pitches a ground ball. Lindsay singled his first time up back in the first inning, came around the score, struck out his last time up back in the third. 1-1. In there for a strike, 1-2. Called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. Gage Lee faces his first batter and gets the first out.
It's a good location right there to go outside, get that outside the part of the plate favored there.
And in his limited time that we have seen Gage Lee, there's one thing you can notice right off the bat is his delivery, especially his arm action. And as Kruger steps in, if you notice, watch as he pitches, watch where his arm goes. As this one comes in, that one's in there for a strike. Can't really say I know where that was, but it's in there for a strike. But Gage Lee's arm action allows the ball to be behind him so the hitter can't see it. It's very deceptive. 0-1. Low and inside. Next pitch. That one's high. Two-one pitch from Lee is swung on, golf shot to left field. That'll get in fair territory for a fair ball. Batten fields it pretty cleanly and left field. It throws on to Brady. So Kruger will be held to just a single.
He's able to slice that one to the left field and get it down.
Ray Britton will now step in. And just barely getting it in fair territory.
As the Panthers do, you're expecting a bunt here.
Gilbert's moving in. Pitch. That one's below the knees for ball one. Britton has reached base in both his player appearances this one time safely. Reached on an error back in the first inning and then walked his last time up back in the fourth inning. Came around to eventually score. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Runner at first is Kruger, hitting a single his last time up down the left field line. 1-1. Way outside, Nieto able to save it from going to the backstop. Count runs 2-1. Don't forget, folks, our next broadcast for Huntsville Hornet Baseball will be on Tuesday at 6 p.m. We'll be traveling all the way deep into the Piney Woods to Nacogdoches as the Hornets will face off against the Nacogdoches Dragons, who both these teams are currently tied for the 4th spot in the district. Liner to Van Brady. He catches it, throws on the first, and then the throw is low as it gets away from Luke Durham. 2 outs, though. Like Brady tried to rush that a little bit too quickly. He had plenty of time.
Yeah.
The designated hitter, number 30, Tanner Gilliam.
Kruger will stay at first. Tanner Gilliam will now step in. Lee's pitch outside. Nieto again doing a good job of keeping it from going to the backstop. Pickoff throw almost wild, not in time.
Got 2 down here, just trying to get out of the inning.
1-0 pitches again outside in the other batter's box. Another good stop by the freshman catcher.
Yeah, Nieto doing a great job all year preventing just being a wall back there and able to frame well.
Lee's 2-0 pitch, swing, fly ball to left center field. Batten and Molness are going back on it. Batten's under it. He'll make the catch. For out number 3, deep down to left center field. And that'll do it. Lee works a clean inning after giving a 1-out single. Able to work his way out of it. We're going to step aside for a bit. When we come back, we'll have the 6th inning live from Kingwood, Texas. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
Hello, I'm Greg Smith, and am proud to be the owner of Huntsville and Walker County's premier funeral home, Sam Houston Memorial. What makes us the premier funeral home? The reasons are simple. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home has the premier facilities in the area, and our directors and staff are top of the line, offering premier care for you and your loved ones in their time of need. Locally owned and family managed for 2 decades, it's our family's honor to serve yours. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts at celebrating life.
Back here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. While we still have the pause in the action, let's thank some of our wonderful sponsors: Texpress Urgent Care, quality health care, and unmatched customer service and affordable plumbing. Family owned and operated since 2000, supporting Walker County and surrounding counties. Rain now starting to die down a little bit here. Just a little mist, it looks like.
Probably just pass over, hopefully.
Yeah, just a little. Hopefully, I mean, you would hope, you wouldn't. I don't want to repeat of Dayton, that's for sure. I mean, you were there too. Was it Dayton or was it at Nacogdoches, or was it against Nacogdoches? I can't remember. It was Nacogdoches. Now that I remember correctly. You were there though, Christian. You had a good time operating the camera for us on that game.
Yep.
First pitch from Bernal to Cooper Molness is low and away, 4-1.
All right, top of the 6th. You got 2 more innings, 6 more outs. Try and shorten this deficit.
Next pitch, ground ball to Santiago at second, fielding it cleanly, throws on the first in time. 1 away. Jackson Batten will now step in, the cleanup hitter on the night for the Hornets. 1 for 2 tonight with the single back in the 2nd inning. Grounded out to short back in the 4th inning. Time is called.
Probably the first time time's been called all day.
You know, you make a good point on that one.
It's been a real quick game.
First pitch from Burnell's in there for a strike to Batten.
Yeah, first pitch at 7 o'clock, currently 8:32, already in the top of the 6th.
0-1 is a curveball and it's high. One in there for a strike. Man. I mean, I could see how the umpire can get confused on those outside pitches. It's just he's setting up more inside of the catcher. As you can see, look how far to the right he is with Batten. 1-2 pitch is a ground ball, hard hit. Santiago fielding it on his backhand, throwing on to first, and it's not in time. Kruger able to scoop it up cleanly, but Batten reaches on an infield single. Second hit of the night. Colton Gilbert will now step in.
The rain has finally stopped.
Yeah, well, it's sort of going a little bit. Yeah, as you can tell by the lights off the precipitation. I think I said that correctly, as that pitch is high and away. Britton will go out to talk to his pitcher and Burnell, making sure everything's all right. While we have another pause in the action, let's take some more of our wonderful sponsor, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, because everyone deserves to be remembered, and Northside Baptist Church, growing people in Christ to reach people for Christ. Britton will now go on back to home plate.
So far, Burnell's pitched 5 scoreless innings.
Gilbert watches that other pitch go by, 2-0. Didn't start this ballgame, but came in for Nolan Hunt. Next pitch is inside for ball 3, 3-0. Austin Taylor waits on deck. In there for a strike around that same area, but nonetheless 3-1. Squibbler down the first baseline to go foul.
Three-0 count all the way back, all the way to a full count here.
Payoff pitch. Liner, Burke over Burke for a base hit. Batten will hold up at second. Throw comes in, hits Batten. Nonetheless, though, runners are all safe. First and second now, and that's a big hit for Gilbert. He has been struggling lately in his last couple at bats, but able to get on with a single. Back-to-back singles for the Hornets. First and second now for Austin Taylor with 1 out.
Again, this bottom of the lineup has been able to get hits, get on base. Just hasn't been able to score yet.
Taylor is 0 for 2. He grounded out to second in the second inning. Flew out to center. And you just got to figure, Christian, one swing of the bat can just change the tide of the ball game. First pitch is outside.
Just takes 1 inning to get something going.
Going to be interesting who's batting in Sanders' place with Gage Lee taking his place technically in the lineup. 1-0. Low in inside. 2-0. Do now see some running around down Cape Park side. They don't have a bullpen cage. They have an outside bullpen down the foul territory. Do see some movement going on around there. 2-0. Foul ball hit off the catcher. Two one. When it kind of picked up just for a moment. 2-1. Low hits the turf. 3-1 now. Luke Durham waits on deck. Kingwood Park bullpen is rapidly moving. Time is called. Runner at second is Batten. Runner at first is Gilbert. In there for a called strike. Full count. Taylor waiting on the full count pitch. Bernal goes, no, pickoff for the first, safe. Hand got in there just barely. Bernal has to be careful. Don't want to get called for a balk here in this situation. Full count pitch. Foul ball as it goes over the Huntsville dugout.
Taylor just fighting right here.
Oh, yeah. Working from the stretch is Bernal. Full count pitch again. Called strike three. Throw down to first, and then the runners are all tied up. Gilbert trying to get out of it, and he doesn't miss the tag, and that's a double play. And that'll do it for the Hornets in the top of the sixth, rather. And still 7-0 Kingwood Park. We're going to step aside for a bit. When we come back, we'll have the bottom of the sixth inning. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
All right, we have
Affordable Plumbing Incorporated in Huntsville is a proud supporter of Hornets softball and baseball. Family owned and operated since 2000, Affordable Plumbing serves the plumbing needs of Huntsville, New Waverly, Trinity, and other surrounding areas. The company is backed by years and years of experience and strives to support the community in a courteous and professional manner for all your plumbing needs. Call them at 936-291-7886. Again, that's Affordable Plumbing at 936-291-7886. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville would like to help keep your family and friends safe and prevent the spread of viruses. They're a walk-in clinic and offer quick, efficient flu and strep treatment. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville, located at 193 I-45 South. They offer a variety of procedures, open 7 days a week. Check their website at texpressurgentcare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care Clinic near Bahama Bucks and Buffalo Wild Wings in Huntsville.
Gagely back out for his second inning of work. Still 7-0 Kingwood Park Panthers over the Huntsville Hornets.
We're going to have you come out and run the bases with us. You'll meet behind the home dugout on the third base line after the game.
Starting to get chilly out here, just a little bit. Don't think I can use my jacket now, though. A little wet. Don't want to get hypothermia.
Leading
Yeah,
off,
it's been a little windy,
bottom of the
getting
sixth.
chilly now. It was raining earlier.
number 2, Wyatt May.
I think we got a pinch hitter coming in for Kingwood Park. It'll be Wyatt May. He'll be coming in and pinch hitting for Kevin Rios. May getting some at-bats here on tonight. Lee goes. Foul ball over the K Park crowd. Oh, 1. May swings, fly ball to left field. Batten gets under it. Backing up a little bit, he'll make the catch for out number 1.
We'll get the first out right away.
The right fielder, number 28, Blake Heckman.
Lee eating up these innings for the Hornets. Trying to keep it going here as Heckman now steps in. Pitch in there for a strike. Oh, 1 around that same spot. It's in there for a strike. Next pitch. Ground ball up the middle past Lee. Van Brady sliding, stop on the knees, throw on the first. It's not in time. Infield single for Heckman. First time reaching base safely tonight. They'll turn the lineup over once again for Marshall Burke. Last time up hitting a towering two-run shot over the left field wall back in the 4th inning as part of that 4-run 4th inning by the Kingwood Park Panthers. First pitch. Foul ball to the netting. Huntsville have 4 more games after this one. They go to Nacogdoches first on Tuesday. Then next Friday, they have a home game against Nacogdoches. And then the next week after that, on that Tuesday and Friday, they go to Dayton first on Tuesday, and they come back home for senior night in the last game of the season. And with the Hornets down 7-0 late in this ball game, as the runner goes in, Heckman, throw down the second, throw from Nieto, and it gets away from Van Brady. Langley able to clean it up, though, from preventing it from going into the outfield. Counts 1-1. But
Fortunate to,
go ahead.
it was unfortunate to get keep the double play there, but you got to keep moving it forward.
Burke watches that pitch go low below his knees. But with the Hornets on their way, with the way things are going in this ball game, it looks like the Hornets will be out of the district title running. 2-1 pitch is low and away for ball 3-3-1 count. Carrison waits on deck. But now, if things do go through, if one other thing went their way tonight, and that's Porter beating Lufkin at Lufkin, it still gives the Hornets an opportunity to get that 3rd spot in the district, at the very least. Also depends on what happens with Dayton. 3-1. Fly ball to left field. Batten's going to watch that one go as that one's over the wall. Another 2-run shot for Marshall Burke. 4 RBIs on the night. 9-0 ball game.
Well, he's having a day.
Oh, yes, he is.
There's no hot dogs to give away for that home run, so we're giving away 10 pieces of candy for the first 10 youth players to come to the concession stand. 10 candy.
Lane Harrison will now step in for the Panthers. 2-run shot by Marshall Burke just happened. If you're just joining us from the Lady Hornet softball game, that happened up in Nacogdoches. First pitch from Lee's in there for a strike. The Lady Hornets getting the victory over there, 12-2. Lee's next pitch is high and away. Swing and a miss on the 1-1. Fastball blown right by Carrison. One, two. Nearly hits Carrison. 2-2. Next pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. 2 outs.
Second baseman, number 20.
2 strikeouts on the night for Gage Lee.
Santiago.
He'll now face Santiago. When picking up here, around that same spot, in there for a strike.
I mean, the umpire's favoring that. Might as well just keep going for it. Get those calls.
Chopper foul. And again, just can't help but notice how he's setting himself up behind the plate. On the left side, just interesting to say the least. 0-2 pitch is way outside. Not going to call that one. Lee working from the stretch here. 1-2. Looked like an off-speed pitch that got away from him. 2-2.
You got 2 down, even count. Trying to get that placement on the outside part of the plate, get that call by the ump.
Rain's starting to come down just a little bit again. Swing, ground ball. Van Brady, it'll get past him for a base hit in the center field. Santiago keeps the inning going with the single.
The left fielder, number 24, Jackson Lindsay.
Jackson Lindsay will now step in. Hornets have an extra base to work with on the force out. It's 9-0. Kingwood Park over Huntsville. First pitch nearly hits Lindsay. Lindsay's 1 for 3 on the night. Last time he faced Gage Lee, he struck out looking back in the 5th inning. One out. Popped up on the infield. Luke Durham is moving in on it, and he'll drop. Santiago goes all the way to third. Believe they rule that as a hit. If it hit the glove, it's an error. They haven't made a ruling yet. They'll put that down as a hit. Well, the run rule run is now on third, as the run rule is 10 runs after 5.
Rain's starting to pick up.
Lee's pitch, low to Kruger for ball 1. Kruger waiting on the 1-0 from Lee. Did he go around? Yes, he did, according to the home plate umpire. 1-1. Runner goes. Time is called. That's a balk. Runner in Santiago will go on to third, and that will do it. That is the ball game, as the Hornets are run-ruled by the Kingwood Park Panthers 10-0. That'll do it here in Kingwood Park. We're now going to go ahead and step aside for a bit. When we come back, we'll have the post-game wrap-up here. Don't go away, folks. We'll have that coming your way live from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports. Kingwood Park 10, Huntsville Hornet 0. We'll be right back in just a few moments.
Hi, I'm Reagan Cooksey, and I have a thought I want to share with you. Are you listening? There's a sweet spot in a baseball game. When a runner rounds third heading for home, there's a look of confidence on their face, a big smile as the runner heads for the plate. There'll be no sliding necessary for this one. No need to get down and dirty. The ball is over the fence, out of the park. It's a home run. Home is a given reward. All the runner has to do is cross the plate. Did you know you can live your life in such joy and anticipation? In life, you can hit a home run. You can live your life rounding third headed for home. The home run is knowing Jesus. If you do, he'll get you safely home. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening? Northside Baptist Church is a vibrant, growing body of believers located at 1207 FM 980 in Huntsville, Texas. Check us out at northside-baptist.org. Northside Baptist Church, going people in Christ to reach people for Christ.
Hello, I'm Greg Smith, and am proud to be the owner of Huntsville and Walker County's premier funeral home, Sam Houston Memorial. What makes us the premier funeral home? The reasons are simple. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home has the premier facilities in the area, and our directors and staff are top of the line, offering premier care for you and your loved ones in their time of need. Locally owned and family managed for 2 decades, it's our family's honor to serve yours. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts at celebrating life.
Affordable Plumbing Incorporated in Huntsville is a proud supporter of Hornets softball and baseball. Family owned and operated since 2000, Affordable Plumbing serves the plumbing needs of Huntsville, New Waverly, Trinity, and other surrounding areas. The company is backed by years and years of experience and strives to support the community in a courteous and professional manner for all your plumbing needs. Call them at 936-291-7886. Again, that's Affordable Plumbing at 936-291-7886. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville would like to help keep your family and friends safe and prevent the spread of viruses. They're a walk-in clinic and offer quick, efficient flu and strep treatment. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville, located at 193 I-45 South. They offer a variety of procedures, open 7 days a week. Check their website at texpressurgentcare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care Clinic near Bahama Bucks and Buffalo Wild Wings in Huntsville.
Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. This is the Hornets Baseball postgame wrap-up with stats and analysis of tonight's game. Let's return to the field with Collin, Neill, B.J. McMichael, and head coach Justin Jennings.
Back here at Kingwood Park, Huntsville Hornets get run-ruled in 6 innings tonight, 10-0. Collin Neill alongside Christian Cortez. And Christian just one of those nights. I mean, Marshall Burke, obvious player of the game, going 3 for 4 with two two-run home runs. And, I mean, there's nothing more you can say about it. Just one of those games.
Yeah, just started right from the jump. Panthers were able to get 3 runs on the board in the first inning. Just errors is the problem. Two errors on the board right now, but you had 6 hits compared to 9 hits to the Panthers. Just leaving runners stranded, just not able to convert on what was presented. But Bernal had a heck of a game, able to go 6 innings.
Yeah,
so
he was it looked like he was starting to lose it a bit, but he was able to stay calm out there for Kingwood Park and then get that inning, and he'll get the win on the night. Collin Sanders will get the loss. Don't know exactly how many of those runs are earned, and just because a lot of those were just errors that just happened, and then that second error, a lot of it was either errors or just misplays on the infield, and it's just, I mean, either way, Christian, it is what it is at the end of the day. Now Huntsville are now going to set their focuses now, trying to recover, trying to get past this loss. They're now on a 3-game losing streak. They have 4 more games to go. It's against Nacogdoches on Tuesday. Nacogdoches again, and they're going to Kingwood. They're going to Nacogdoches rather on Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Be sure you tune in for 5:45 pregame, and they come back home to Huntsville on Friday. Then they go to Dayton again next Tuesday, and for the final game of the season, senior night, they will face Dayton at home. And with them now out of the running for the district title officially, now our eyes now set on what's going on about 3 hours to the northeast, as if Lufkin beat Porter, if Porter beats Lufkin, there you go. If Porter beats Lufkin, and as we can see, we can look at the District 16 standings right now. As we get a look right here, that was the standings going into the ball game. Now Kingwood Park are 8-3. The Hornets are now 4-7. Depending on what happens with Nacogdoches and Dayton, if Nacogdoches take that win against the Dayton Broncos, that means that the Nacogdoches Dragons will hold sole place of that final playoff spot, and that will put Huntsville out of potentially getting a playoff berth. But the season's not over. Got a big series going. Got a big 2 games coming up against Nacogdoches and Christian. All eyes are going to be just waiting to see what happens with Porter. And for my eyes and ears, of course, will be what happens with Porter and Lufkin. Because if things go the right way, Huntsville will still have a chance to at least compete for a 3rd place spot. They don't want to have a 4th place spot and potentially face White House, who are the number 5 team in 5A.
Yeah, I was trying to see on Twitter if there was any updates regarding that on Lufkin. Excuse me, on Lufkin baseball or Porter, but no update yet. We'll see what we can find on the road.
Yep.
But you just got to look forward, fix what you can. Infield, balls in the infield, pop flies.
Well, it may not matter if Porter or Lufkin loses, but it'd be just good to see what exactly happens, because it is Lufkin rather, that are going to be facing Dayton 2 times next week. So we'll see what happens. But for now, folks, that'll do it for the post-game wrap-up. Don't forget, folks, we'll be back here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network Tuesday night as the Huntsville Hornets will go up to Nacogdoches, about a 2-hour drive, to face off against the Dragons. And they'll come back home on Friday night to face them again to potentially decide whether or not they can get in the playoffs. So thanks to all of our wonderful sponsors: Affordable Plumbing, Northside Baptist Church, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and Texpress Urgent Care. Be sure you follow KSAM Sports on Facebook, KSAM on Twitter, and then while you're still on Twitter, Huntsville Baseball has a Twitter account on there, so be sure you give them a follow, and also give Huntsville Lady Hornet Softball a follow. I want to thank Walker Kalinowski for our our engineer on tonight, manning the dials and manning the stream on there. Thank you, Walker. And we got Christian Cortez right beside me doing the camera work on the night and also doing the color commentating. This is Collin Neill, and for Christian and Walker, saying so long for now. We'll see you Tuesday night as the Huntsville Hornets will travel up to Nacogdoches to face the Dragons. We'll see what happens, so be sure you tune in on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Have a good rest of your Friday. Have a good weekend. Stay safe out there. Drive safe for all those Huntsville Hornet faithful coming out here and support the Hornets. We'll see y'all next time. Final score, Kingwood Park 10, Huntsville Hornets nothing. And as always, sting 'em Hornets. God bless all of you. Have a good one.
This has been a presentation of Huntsville Hornet Baseball on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. No portion of this broadcast may be reused or retransmitted in any form without the expressed written consent of Huntsville High School Athletics, our broadcast partners, or 101.7 KSAM. On behalf of Collin, Neill, and BJ McMichael and our sponsors, thank you for watching and good night. We are the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Sting 'em, Hornets.